And we can testify that you surely, the commitment that you made, we have seen it, because every time you release an album or any song that you just release, there's just something about it. You know, people can relate with the message that is in there. So we want to know, how do you come up with songs? What's your inspiration when it comes to writing?
I'm one person who loves being in the presence of God, hearing the Word of God. I'm actually currently studying at the University of Twin Palm, you know, Twin Palm Leadership University, studying the Word of God, theology. Okay. I love the Word of God. Okay. You know, you cannot sing a song that will bring healing minus the Word of God.
Very true.
So you need to be a lover of the Word of God. So I love sermons. I love people that when they minister to me, the word stays in me. And it's easy for me to come up with songs from being in the presence of God and just, you know, bringing thoughts together, especially after, you know, hearing the Word of God. So I love the Word of God, and I love taking time. Sometimes I do long drives where I just drive, you know, and you know, listen to just different types of worship music. Yeah.
So a little baby told me that sometimes you just wake up in the middle of the night and then you write songs. So how true is that?
Yeah, it's very true. Like today I woke up at 2 and I went into the Word of God and I started, you know, I do that. I write songs. I write a lot of songs for people, not just here in Zambia, also in East Africa, you know, West Africa, and the US. So I actually write a lot of songs. Yeah, I'm currently working on an album for someone in the US in Pittsburgh.
Wow, that's huge.
So yeah, that's part of my work.
Okay, so we have seen how you have grown from the time that you have started, or maybe, from the time I started following you. From the time I started following you, we have seen how you have transitioned, how you have become great. So we want to know, what is the secret of becoming great? Because we know that you have managed to brand yourself, not only like locally, but on the international level. How have you managed to sell yourself out there?
Yeah, so it starts with understanding your mission. So when I started, it was about soul winning. You know, it has always been about soul winning. So there's no way you can remove the aspect of God. You know, as much as it's good to be known out there, it's fun for people to call, oh, that's Ephiram. You know, even little kids sometimes, Ephiram, I think I'm saying. You know, you see little babies shouting your name and things. It feels good. But then the core of this ministry is about bringing souls to Christ, you know. So when you understand that, it's easy for you to flow, you know, and there's aspects of having, you know, humility, you know, praying that God should help you not to have pride, you know. And when you sometimes we get blessed a lot, you know, monetary, you know, materially, and you have to always remember that it's actually God's, you know, doing. It's not within your power and things like that. So, and then also the aspect of women, you know. When you have a name, women would want to associate themselves with you and things like that. So you try by all means to, you know, stay focused and remain in the Lord. Yeah.
So we know that you're a father, you're a husband.
Am I?
Yes, you are. You're a father, you're a husband, then you are a minister as well. So we want to know, how do you just juggle everything? How do you balance things?
Okay, so it's very easy. Whenever I get a chance to travel with them, I like having fun. I like taking them to good restaurants where they can just eat, and we have fellowship. If there's a swimming pool there, we get to swim together. They love swimming, so sometimes we tend to travel together. We were privileged last year to travel together to the US. We went to Florida with the whole family, so it was fun. I was doing ministry as well as we were having fun. We went to Disney World. I'm sure you would love to go to Disney World.
I would do anything to go there. I would do anything to go.
And there's a little testimony. I remember about 3 years ago praying to God and saying, Lord, if only I can bring my kids to Disney World. And I didn't know, you know, sometimes you are saying...
Was it a dream?
No, I was actually in Florida. I was doing ministry. So, and then these guys took me to Disneyland. And I looked at this amazing place,
wow.
and I said, Lord, one day
I want my kids to
I want my kids just to come and enjoy. And God is faithful. Little did I know, when I came back, I applied for them. They were all given their visas.
Oh, wow.
And then I was testifying that my family have been given the visas and things like that. And the next thing, someone calls me to say, I want to pay for the air tickets, all of them.
Wow.
And my family is big.
Wow.
I have 5 kids.
Oh, wow.
And that's how God paid for all of them, and we traveled.
And they went. They saw Disneyland.
And they saw Disneyland. They were amazed, and they
Is
were
there room
hyped
for one more child to be adopted? Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe I can
I got you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But that's how wonderful our God is. You may be saying a little prayer. It may look impossible, but with God, all things are possible. I saw the hand of God actually through that.
I can also see it. It's evident. So now, talking about your family, we have seen you haven't keep them off social media. We have seen how you sing with them, how you minister with them. Can you say music helps you as a family to bond?
Yeah, it does a lot because they love singing, and there are people who call. Sometimes they would call me, and they would say, "Are you exposing your family and things like that to the enemy and things like that?" But for me, I think I know that the power that is in our God is stronger than the power that is out there. So someone called me and said, I lost my child because I was showing my child on media all the time and things like that. And I said, I understand what you went through, but for me, I think my understanding is different because the power that is in God is greater than any other power. So when you understand that, for me, I'm not afraid to have fun with my family. So the world must see, So
we bless God. We bless God for that. You have over 11 albums, and you're still working. You're still producing.
That's right.
You're still just making music. So I want to know, what are some of the things that have helped you to sustain yourself, to even stay longer in this field? Because we have seen people that have come, they produce, they've gone. It's they didn't even start at all.
Yeah.
But for you, you've just been constant.
Okay, so I think for me, my little theory, I believe I've not arrived. So I'm still.
What?
Yeah.
You haven't?
No, I haven't arrived.
You still have a long way to go?
I still have a long way to go.
Wow. Okay.
There's still some good songs that I'm still believing God for. I think that is what has kept me level-headed to see,
But we want to know, what are some of the principles that you have applied that have helped you to stay longer? We know it's all God and all, but there are just certain things that you do that have helped you. So those are some of the things that we want to know, because we look up to you. There are a lot of people that are looking up to you. So we want to know. Give us some tips.
Okay, I'm workaholic.
Okay.
I love to be in the studio. I can be in the studio the whole day.
The whole day, from morning till. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I love to work hard, and I love to surround myself with people that love God, because I think that's the principle. If you want to achieve anything spiritual, you need to surround yourself with spiritual people. So because most of the time when you surround, the reason why we make mistakes is not because we want to, but because we surround ourselves with people that are okay with making mistakes, Yeah. But if you surround yourself with people that are go-getters, people that are disciplined, people that are always talking about God, it helps you remain focused. So I think that surround yourself with the right people that believes in you, that challenge you, that speak into your life, and things like that.
Now, talking about company, we all know we have every person has got someone that they look up to. So we want to know, who is the person that you look up to, and what are some of the criteria that person has, or those people.
Okay.
It might not be one person.
I have my spiritual father. His name is Nkosana Chongo. He lives in the U.S. In Washington D.C. He loves God, and he's one person I look up to. He loves his family. I love the way he does his ministry, So he's one person I've grown up looking up to, you know. So it helps me. He rebukes me whenever I'm wrong and things like that. So and he believes in me. So yeah, it's good to have a spiritual
just one
father.
person.
Of course, I have quite a number. That there's Mr. Rogers Siatwambo, Dr. Rogers Siatwambo is one person I also look up to. He is one person who is a go-getter. You know, whenever he starts something, he wants to finish. You know, currently we are actually together working on something that we'll soon announce to the public. You know, and it's very exciting about worship and praise and worship. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Great. We have seen, I don't know if it's really true, but we have seen that your wife is also getting into music. So is it your wife?
Is she?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Nobody told me that. That's why I'm here asking, because I wanted to know, is it true that she's also getting into music? Are you the one
actually,
influencing?
so she sings in a choir. She used to sing in the choir. And then babies started coming, so now
she had to put that thing on.
She's a bank actually. She started banking and finance, and now she wants to go into nursing. So yeah, so apparently that's a project we are working on. So
you're the one that writes her songs? I think we need to bring her here. She's supposed to come.
Yeah,
but anyway,
she sings my songs, but
oh really?
Yeah.
She does covers.
She hasn't started doing that yet.
I think we should bring her on the show. Maybe after this interview we can talk. Maybe we can just.
Be nice to be behind the camera so I can hear.
Okay, so now I'm turning you into a TV host.
Yeah.
I want you to look into that camera and then introduce your wife's video.
All right, my name is Ephiram, son of Africa, your presenter right here at Comnet TV.
Jesus, your daughter is here. Okay, now there's something that I don't know if you're aware, but a lot of people like complaining, or they complain that you are very, very expensive to work with. Are you aware about that?
Yeah, I mean, where there's quality, you expect a bit of, a little, hiking of the price, because we don't want to compromise on the quality, and we don't want to compromise on the, on the music that we do. You know, our music is done in a way that is, not just cheaply done.
Please explain. Make us, the Zambian people, understand, because we like judging, we like throwing stones without really knowing what.
So music is actually expensive out there. You know, the studio where we record, you have to pay a lot of money. You have to pay the musicians. You have to pay the singers. You have to make sure. So like the project that we have worked on, it's a double CD. It's coming out in the next 2 weeks. It's called A Call to Nations.
Yeah.
And it's quite involving. You know, sometimes I literally use my savings just to make sure that we bring out the quality that we. What that people expect. So music's expensive.
I think you should emphasize to the people that's the camera right there. I know a lot of people are watching, so you just emphasize that they get the clear picture.
This one. Okay, so music is expensive, and we don't compromise on the quality. That is the reason why music has to be expensive. Yeah, because if it's cheap music, you will not enjoy the quality. You will not be able to. You will not even play that CD. Trust me.
Yeah.
And that is the reason why you buy one CD today. You don't want to play it tomorrow, because the investment was not huge. So we invest.
It's not fun. I see a lot of guys like having. There's a specific hairstyle for those type of musicians in Zambia. So I love my hair. What do I do?
What do you have? You have dreads on?
No, I just have a shaggy hair right now.
Oh, okay. To God come as you are. I'm also a fashion man. I love to look good, and sometimes sometimes some people are not comfortable with the way I look, with the way I dress. But at the end of the day, it's doing what you love, and doing it not to discourage someone or to make someone fall. So do it in a way that is modest, but then also do it in a Christian way.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you. I just wanted to hear that from someone who is huge in Zambia.
No, thank you, sir. Thank you. It's an honor.
Thank you so much for calling in.
Okay, thank you, madam.
Wow. Well, so maybe just getting to his question. Do you think the way we dress or the way we carry ourselves says so much about who we are?